the hero of the left. Now, reports came out a couple days ago, I believe yesterday, about this scumbag loser, the Maryland man that's actually from El Salvador. There was a confirmed MS-13 gangbanger, and more reports have dropped today that he was a human smuggler. Yesterday, they had reports showing that he beat his wife. She wrote a big old long letter, we'll see in a minute, stating what happened to her and this scumbag, what he did to her, and also that this guy had a long criminal rap sheet and didn't even care about getting deported back to his home country of El Salvador. A lot of crazy facts have come out, which a lot of us already knew. We knew that when we saw the senators doing for this guy and the media and all the Trump haters using him to champion this cause of the bleeding heart liberals, we knew something was up with this dude. They ain't just going to accidentally send him back to El Salvador and put him in that prison, for nothing. Come to find out, there's a lot about this guy that you may not know. Check it out. Now, this is the senator, right? Is trying to bring him back. Egg on his face, a straight disgrace and a traitor. Let's see here. Maryland senator arrives in El Salvador to check in on deported criminal. Oh, boo-hoo. And this idiot right here, come to find out, he couldn't even get on the phone to check on this guy. He wanted to check on this freaking scumbag loser in a faraway country for what? You should be worrying about your people in your state of Maryland. This loser right here. I can't stand this dude. Anyways, before we get more into him, I'll just leave it at this. Senator Chris Van Hollen, traitor, said he had not yet been allowed to see Kilmar Abrego Garcia, Floyd, that's what I call him, a Salvadorian immigrant who was deported by the Trump administration and imprisoned, and rightfully so. You're here illegally, you gotta go. I made a post and I said, I don't care if this guy had a clean, spotless record. If you're an illegal alien, you gotta go, Holmes, ASAP. So there's this scumbag, supporter, Maryland senator. Hope they primary him and get this guy out of office. This guy is a traitor. Let's continue. So here's the actual man in question. They put this picture everywhere for everybody could have a image of this guy, right? But I got his mugshot momentarily, y'all. This dude is a criminal. He is a thug. And there he is with this picture. Like I said, they try to put out there for all of us to feel a certain way in our hearts and to feel bad for this illegal alien. Screw this dude. Anyways, here he is, y'all. In 2022, let's get to it real quick. New documents reveal, let's check this out. I got to get my bearings about myself because there's so much stuff breaking. This broke today. In 2022, the FBI reportedly told the Tennessee Highway Patrol to release Kilmar Abrego Garcia, don't really care, Floyd, after he was allegedly transporting someone on the terrorist watch list during a traffic stop. Wow. Kilmar was reportedly transporting 7 unknown individuals from Texas to Maryland without a valid driver license, which is a Class B misdemeanor. There's the Maryland man the Democrats defend. So this dude was doing all kinds of criminal activities, to say the least. Now, that broke today, y'all. I talked to my buddy Aram Hernandez out there in Waco, Texas, and he believes this probably was a setup by Trump and them, let them to, sit here and defend this dude, and then the DOJ drops this paperwork that really, harmed their whole case in defending this illegal alien scumbag gangbanger. So here's the next, paperwork that was dropped yesterday, and man, the internet went nuts, y'all. It was something to see, and the dumb Maryland senator had egg on his face, to say the least. So here it is, breaking new documents released by the DOJ say police validated that Kilmar Garcia was an active member of the MS-13 gang and admitted to being in our country illegally. That right there in itself is cause for you to be deported back to wherever you come from, Holmes. Who cares? And his wife filed domestic abuse charges on him. Keep him away from the USA. Now, here's the actual paperwork. I'm not going to click on it. Check out my hit page, Nino America, on Facebook. Follow me on all platforms to get updates every hour. But here is a picture with his screenshot. I'm looking at it right now. There's also paperwork stating from a police, report. If you can see it, there it is in black and white and yellow, stating that he is a gangbanger from MS-13. Documented. His name, his info right here. There's the paperwork. People love to see paperwork. There's his. So there he is, y'all. He's not the guy that you think he is. I'm glad I brought this story to attention because, let's be honest, in about a week or two, it'll be gone out of the news cycle. But here, we point this out. I don't care what color you are, black, white, brown, red, green, purple, who cares? If you're from Mars, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Guatemala, if you're here illegally, you got to go. No matter what color you are, I will expose you, simple and plain. So there he is, y'all, with the actual DOJ paperwork that was dropped yesterday. And like I said, we knew something was iffy about this guy. I knew it since the day when I seen him. Whenever someone has 3 last names, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before, they're here illegally, or there's some kind of immigrant or something's up with them when you see 2 to 3 last names. He got 3. So let's continue. Here's the other. There's his mugshot. So here's Mr. Wonderful right here, right? Well, I digress. I retract that statement because I like Mr. Wonderful. That's actually, degrading Kevin O'Leary calling this guy Mr. Wonderful. But here's Mr. Maryland over here that everybody is so, enamored by, and they want to support him so bad. Here he is with the mugshot, and it says he wasn't just some Maryland man, as they claim. Democrats that he's not someone that the Democrats want you to believe, someone that's an upstanding citizen of the community of Maryland. He was a violent thug with a documented history of abuse. Now, right here is court filings showing his own wife accused him and got him charged with punching, scratching, and ripping her shirt off. Yet now she's raising thousands on GoFundMe for his release. I'm gonna tell you something. That's something. She's a scam artist too. She's a scumbag too. His wife is a scumbag as well because I think she raised almost 200,000. I can't remember the number. She's out here exploiting this whole situation to make money when she sat there and reported this guy for being a violent thug, criminal, wife beater that he is. She also wrote a statement. I'll pull that up in a minute. There it is, y'all. This is actual paperwork, more paperwork. What do you know? Long rap sheet this man has, and it's right here in the court. True copy of certification of temporary protective order. She wrote and got a protective order against this loser in, is it 2021? 2021. So he beat on her, and now she's getting a GoFundMe set up, getting money donated for some odd reason, and people want to give this guy their hard-earned money. It's like the criminals now. That's the new grift, right? Get a GoFundMe, get a give, send, go, get a couple 100,000 and ride off in the sunset. Sorry, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, Don't care, FLOYD, you're out of here, Holmes, and you ain't coming back. Shout out to El Salvador president. That's a real leader. I like him. So let's continue. I got a couple more things we'll show you before we wrap it up. Here is the letter. Okay, in her own handwriting. Okay, she wrote this stating that this guy was abusive. Let me find it on my phone here. Sorry, y'all, as we go. Like I said, it's just so much breaking with this guy that it's really, to be honest, overwhelming. It says right here, let's read it. Damn. District Court of Maryland. Kilmar Abrego Garcia FLOYD. Its actual statement, petition for protection/peace order continuation sheet. It's a statement by her, written by her hand, and it has her signature right there at the very bottom. You look into the picture, you can see it. It says, I told him to give me his card to pay. He got angry, start insulting me. I only put a few money of gas, only leaving there. He pulled out like crazy. I started recording because I was scared of the way he was driving and because our 1-year-old was in the back seat. In the recording, you can hear him yelling, insulting me, driving extreme fast on 5/4/21, 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. I don't know. It just says 1. I was watching on my laptop and he yelled to turn it off. I told him I wasn't sleepy, so he got angry, reached out, shut and threw my laptop off on the floor, and the baby started to cry. Blase, this is pretty sad. Punched me, started on my left eye, leaving me bleeding. The same day at 2 p.m., he came home and to say he was going out with a friend, go drink, do some, weirdo things they do. That same day at 2 p.m., he came home and said he was going out. Let's see. He started yelling again. He ripped my shirts and my pants off. Ran to the restroom. Oh, man, this dude's something else. He ran and got behind me, grabbed me by my arm. I have marks on my left arm as well. He then left me and came home at 12 p.m. Left my car parked in the neighborhood. So he's out there drinking, acting a fool in the community of Maryland, right? And acting a donkey, acting an ass, beating his wife, probably out there drinking with his low-life homeboys. And he's an MS-13 gangbanger. Again, if you see his black hat he wears with the Chicago Bulls emblem, that's the emblem, that's the insignia of the MS-13 gang. And there's many pictures of him wearing that hat. I don't know if I have one on here, but I've seen it everywhere. And I said it on a town hall last night, and they were telling me in the comments, whatever, that's not true. I've never seen a black Chicago Bulls hat. Well, I seen him wearing one. It's probably from the flea market. Okay, so there he is wearing his gang symbols, and he's an MS-13 documented gangbanger. Simple and plain. Let's continue with this report. I leave my kids. He's scared. They're scared because they're scared of him. His kids are scared of him. Later, he called that our car wasn't there anymore. At this point, I'm afraid to be close to him. I have multiple photos, videos of how violent he can be. And all the bruises he has left me. That's him, y'all. That's who they want to protest and defend and everything, y'all. I've noticed that with criminals in America. It's basically now reversed. Woe to those that call evil good and good evil. Nowadays, you can be a criminal scumbag, unalive somebody, get a GoFundMe, and have the whole media push your narrative, have social media defend you, and there you are getting rich while someone is getting buried. Very sad and very sick, to say the least. Last actual post I have here on the hit page. Oh, is this back to this idiot? So there it is, y'all. If you get a chance, check out Nino America on Facebook. I'm on all platforms exposing this stuff. Like I said, I don't care what color you are. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care if you have a spotless clean record. Listen to me closely. If you're here illegally, you gotta go. You got to go, Holmes, ASAP. I don't want you in my country. If I see you and I know, I will report you. Okay? We support law enforcement, we support ICE, and we support the Border Patrol. So here he is, y'all. Scumbag Maryland dad that everybody was defending. Use your eyes to see and your ears to hear. Whenever you see stories like this with a narrative such as this, start thinking in your mind, something is being left out of this whole situation. I knew when I seen the dude. I got a wet dar. I could tell real quick who's here illegally. It's not hard to tell. And when they said he was just a Maryland man who was mistakenly, accidentally deported, hogwash for real. If you're here illegally, you got to go, simple and plain. And then for this Maryland senator to go out there on public, taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador like an idiot, and then he goes there and he can't even get him on the phone. He don't do nothing productive but catch the big L. And then the DOJ, I believe the same day, dropped this paperwork confirming he was an MS-13 gangbanger. They try to say he wasn't. What an idiot. What a traitor to this country. I don't care what anybody says. I get called every name in the book, sellout, traitor. But traitor to what? I'm a Texan. I'm a U.S. Citizen. I'm an American citizen, simple and plain. I'm a taxpayer. I want these illegals deported, and I want them deported ASAP, and I want more deported. I want them to that's the one thing to be honest, the only thing I care about this election with Trump. Deport all these criminal scumbags, these illegal aliens, and these women beaters, and these, MS-13 gangbangers, really them. But to be honest, anybody. Any and everybody that's here illegally on United States soil. So there it is, y'all. Share this with a friend. Let me know what you think in the comments. This guy is not who they made him out to be. He's a scumbag. He's a criminal. He's a documented MS-13 gangbanger. And he's a wife beater and a human smuggler. Oh, damn, what else did he do? I honestly don't want to know. And with that, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. And remember, you ain't got to like it. And I actually hope you don't. Later.